In this video, we are going to talk about this muscle over here, which is called as orbicularis oris, one of the commonest muscle that gets severely impacted in Bell's palsy and can take a lot of time to show signs of improvement. What is this muscle and how to work on it? Let's have Friends, what you see here over here is orbicularis oris fibers. This muscle is responsible for you to make your pucker. And when this muscle gets paralyzed or gets impacted due to paralysis, you find it difficult to do pucker. And whenever you try to do it, you will observe that the good side, let's say if this is the good side, you will see a lot of creases being formed when you pucker, versus this side, those creases will not be formed. At the same time, there will be more droop like this because of the weakness of this pucker, which do not hold your mouth in the neutral position, making it difficult to do actions like pronunciation of words like p, m, o, u, e. All of these has a very significant involvement of this muscle. This muscle also keeps your mouth closed whenever you are trying to chew. And that's where when you have Bell's palsy and you try to eat or chew, the food or water starts drooling outside on the affected side. So, how to work on that? Step number 1, try to massage this muscle. You can do some simple circular massage like this. You can go for deep massages like this. At the same time, you have to do internal massage in this way. This way you not only stretch the muscle, but also relax the muscle. Same way, work on the lower fibers. And last but not the least, same way do massage on the corners. This is a very important spot because your muscle attaches here. Then stretch and release. The next thing that you can do for sensory priming is the use of a vibration tool. This tool you can easily get from any platform, any e-commerce platform. Okay, so what you are doing is the idea here is to feel the vibration. Do it on lips as well. This way, you give sensory priming to this muscle. And last but not the least, when it comes to exercise, depending on what stage of Bell's palsy or synkinesis you are, you need to do the exercise for this. For example, if this muscle is absolutely weak, there is no movement at all, then do passive movements where your hand supports. You are not doing anything. But let's say you feel that you are able to slightly contract this muscle. In that case, you can do it by yourself, but your hand acts as a supporter to do this action. And last but not the least, when you feel that you have enough contractions present on this muscle, that time only you can start doing these movements without the support of the hand. So at that time, doing simple pout movements like this helps. And remember, when you put a tape like this on the face and do the exercise, it gives more sensory feedback to your oris muscle. So it's always a good idea to put a tape like this. You can use a kinesio tape. I would personally recommend using a paper tape instead of kinesio tape, because kinesio tape direction changes depending on what is the purpose for which you are doing this movement sizes. This tape is far more safer and you can do it very easily, and it solves the purpose too. So with the tape like this and some support, try to blow air. And when you feel that this side has started equally contracting, then only remove the hand and independently do this action. But again, remember, don't force. Don't try to put all the effort just to do it. Just be as gentle as you can. And don't do for more than 5 repetitions at one go. So friends, this was how you can work on your orbicularis oris muscle that gets affected during Bell's palsy and synkinesis. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, make sure to like this video, share this video with someone who is suffering from Bell's palsy, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. On that note, I'll end this video here and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.